Oh, hi. Welcome to another episode of Dishes by Kevin. I'm going to give this a little bit more soap. I want to talk about, this is something I got to talk about. You see how liquidy that soap is? I actually should not have done that. That was for the camera, but we're not getting new soap until Thursday. I have to siphon this out and save it. Damn. You don't want to really reuse soap. It's just not, it's not brilliant. But what you want to do is not dilute the soap in the container. I've learned this. I've been a water the soap down guy for a good part of my life. I'd say 77.6% of my life I've been you know what, there's a little bit of shampoo left, just add a little bit of water to get it out, and then add a little bit more water. Eventually you're just using water to shampoo your hair. Now, while I was doing that, I just broke my process. I just cleaned one plate. That's how much I need closure right now. I just, please just let me have something. It's hard to get out of your own way, is a thing that self-help books like to say. And you know, if you need help, it's something that resonates with you. Now, when you have a sink that's, okay, I'm going to go back to my earlier point. We have a sink that's not full of soapy water. You can almost see to the bottom, right? So you're not reaching down and, oh gosh, grabbing a sharp steak knife, you know, at the wrong end. So that's one thing. Number two, you know, it gives you some play in the sink. You're not going to have the overflow effect that you would have if you jumped into a bathtub that was brimming with water. And lastly, and really, this is actually pretty important. You're not going to feel overwhelmed emotionally, because when that happens, you just drop whatever you're doing and it's game over. So now what we do is I'm gonna start filling this in with dishes, sudsing them up, and what we're gonna do, and some of you, this is revolutionary. You've never done this before. I know most of you are not even watching the video anymore. You're like, I think I've learned enough, Kevin. If you keep talking about spontaneity in the most inane and boring and repetitive way, I get the freaking joke, which is, it's not a joke, it's your life, man. Well, you know what? You can take that attitude and you can take it right out the window. It's not going to get you anywhere on this show, because on this show, if you want to go where I'm going, which is where very few men have gone before, you got to do a full rinse first in the sudsy water, and then, I'm sorry, full wash first. Don't rinse. No, do not rinse. Suds. Okay, so it's just a soapy suds and scrubs. And then you're gonna turn on that water and you're gonna rinse this bad boy out. Now, this is great if you want to conserve soap, which I have to do for the next 5 days or so, which is, it's gonna be a tough one. The next several episodes might be pretty desperate. I might have to start a GoFundMe. I don't know, but we do have soap coming, and it's important, like I said, not to dilute the soap in the bottle. Now, why? You're probably thinking, dude, I've been diluting soap in the bottle. That's my thing. That's how I've got through life, Kevin. Now you're gonna try to take this away from me? Like, you want to take the one thing that I do that gives me a sense of meaning in my life, which is diluting soap, which is basically sticking it to the man and making him have to deal with my life and the fact that my hands aren't always clean and he's maybe going to get coronavirus. And you know what? Don't bring that into it, okay? What it does is, and because we can get soap, all right? Soap is, there's cheap, effective soap. I'm not saying it's good for you. I'm not even saying it makes you feel good about yourself, but you can get it. And if you put soap and then you put water in the soap container because you're trying to extend the life of it, then basically you have my whole financial strategy for the mid-20 tweens, which was a tough time for me. I was hitting rock bottom. I was adding water to everything in my life. I put water in soup, put water in soap, milk. Don't even get me started on milk. Not even skim milk. But I put so much soap, I put so much water into my life that I was drowning eventually. And I'm dealing with a situation right now where I'm actually not getting proper closure, whoops, from this drain. It's a lot of trickle and trickle and treacle. So I'm going to throw this thing, see if I can seal this up a little bit better. Yeah, we're not getting a full seal, but let's shift this around. You don't want to jerk around too much, end up basically ruining. I mean, I just lost a soap that I can't afford to lose. Damn. I think you can make soap with human fat, right? I know I've heard of that somewhere. Like I definitely, maybe it was a Holocaust documentary. I don't know what it is. There's something where it can be. There's got to be some other sources. I'm gonna Google it. If you guys could message me if you have any recipes for soap. I'm not gonna have easy access to human fat extracts ever in my life, but if you can think of something, I would really appreciate it. Our other sponsor today is Cafe Arts. They make these mugs. This one has Edvard Munch, which I think this is a perfect painting to really embody how I feel about my life right now in this isolation. I miss doing stand-up comedy. You know, dishes have been good to me, but everything has its limits. And again, I just washed one dish. I'm supposed to be doing this in a particular process. Now I'm going to take these guys out of here. These glasses, I actually had these on the dish rack, but they were dirty. Now if you're going to do that, just make sure that you take care of it, and also make sure that it's the kind of dish that you know nobody's going to grab. And, oh wait, dang, I just went a little bit overkill on the water in the sink. Well, now we're going to see what it's like to really dance with the devil in the pale moonlight. You see, you can do some of this kind of daredevil, you know, hot dogging type of stuff where you take a glass that's dirty and you pop it onto the dish rack. If it's if one, you gotta know your enemy. I mean, whoever's going to be using the dishes. Know that it's very unlikely they're going to whip out something that looks like a champagne flute in you know, the middle of the day, and so that's one thing you factor in. The other thing you factor in is, you know, just know that you're going to get around to it. As with any chore, if you ain't getting around to it, don't take the risk. That's a COVID-19 I think I got from that mold. It's fine. I'm feeling hot, but it's mostly just because of this water, and this dishwashing gloves are steaming. Oh man, I just realized I have a bunch of pots that I didn't even think about. Damn. I'm gonna have to do this in phases. We're at 37 minutes. I mean, this is really, I'm gonna actually be hard pressed to finish this in an hour. But I have a lot of other content that I want to share with you guys this hour, so please do hang in. Now, some of you might be thinking, oh, a little drip on the toe. Keeps you awake, keeps your blood pumping, as they say. Now, no, I've never served in the military. I know that's what you were probably thinking. If I had, I probably would have been killed by friendly fire or discharged for improper discharge. But I would have, if they had told me to drop and give them 20, I could have, and I would have done it, because I'm that kind of guy that obeys orders. It's just hard to obey. It's hard to embay your own orders. And sometimes you come across a dish and you do have to just wash it off, partly because this thing.